Okay, now with your right hand being in a good position, we're going to learn how to pluck the strings. Now, you can't just plug it any which way you want, so I really recommend doing it this way. We're going to first start plucking with the I finger. And we're also going to do a thing called full plant exercise. So what we're going to do is we're going to pluck a string and have the other finger still on the other strings. This creates good stability for your right hand. Okay? So the key is this. From your right hand position, what you really want is kind of like your knuckles kind of over the strings that you're going to play. And to do that is from that straight wrist. That's why the wrist is so important, because it really creates the perfect position. Now what you want to do is we're going to start with the I finger, and when you pluck, you don't just pluck just from your fingertip like this, because that doesn't create a lot of power. So what we want is maximum power with maximum good sound. So what you want to do is, with your I finger, you want to kind of dig into string, and then what you want to do is you want to follow through like so. Like, what you don't want to do is dig in too much, or else you're gonna get that, and that's what you don't want. But just, you gotta find the right amount. It's kind of like you're spring loaded, and just get the the right trigger. So it's like you dig in a little bit, try to find that maximum, or just that right spot. And the final key is, when you pluck, you want to pluck and fall through all the way. So let me show you from this angle. So it looks like this, and when you pluck, you fall through like that. This is really key. You don't want to just do slightly. You want to fall through all the way. This is a very good exercise. So let's try it again. I finger, dig in, and fall through. Try to find that right spot. Not too much, not too little. Just a good, clear sound. You see, all the while, these other fingers are still on the strings. If you notice, if you're like popping off the strings and stuff, that means you're either, you're putting way too much pressure, so you might have to kind of ease off a little bit. Alright? What you really want is finger independence. Alright, then you also do that with your M finger. Dig in and follow through. Then also your A finger. Now when you pluck your A finger, you want to make sure that your pinky follows along with your A finger. Okay, like so. Dig in, follow through. Cool. What about the thumb? I find it kind of easiest way of doing this is, let's start from this bass string right here. This is the low E string. Okay, so it kind of has the same ideas where you're kind of digging into a string and then you're plucking, but this is what we're going to do. We're going to dig in, and then when we pluck, we're going to kind of do what we call a rest stroke onto the next string. I find this very beneficial and easy for beginners. So you kind of dig in, you pluck, and you rest. Okay, now let's try the A string. Dig in, rest stroke. Now here comes the tricky part. With the D string, you can do a rest stroke onto this G string right here, but I find that kind of awkward. So what I recommend is, the D string is kind of tricky, so you have to pluck, dig in, but try not to touch the G string. So it becomes like this. It comes pluck, replant, pluck, replant, pluck, replant. Alright, and just do that for like all four fingers.